Welcome to the alt-hostful intro with Katie and Kyle.
Hey. Wait, which one is who? Who's Matt, who's Jonah?
No, you're not Matt and Jonah. You're your own people.
Oh,
my God.
What?
You said that, not us.
Yeah. Have some self-respect, goddammit.
All right.
You're Kyle Clark. You're Katie Levine. You don't need to be Matt or Jonah.
I don't want to
No, Matt wouldn't have done it that way.
I don't want to
Wait, what?
Matt, nothing.
I am buying a guitar right now, though.
Oh, my God. Is it left-handed?
Of course.
Is it a guitar you definitely don't need?
Gonna smash it.
All right, you're the Matt.
There we go.
So you must be the Jonah then.
I guess.
She is the taller, beardier one of the two.
Yes, that's true.
Who doesn't like sports?
Hey, you know,
It's like a weird brain switch movie.
oh, that'd be a weirdly lateral move. Like it's not a. It's a strange. Guy switches brain with other guy. Like it's not really.
We just go about continuing life like, it's close enough.
Yeah. Kind of like a lot of this
Learn to
music.
adapt.
I mean, I'm not left-handed, but I'll figure it out.
Yeah.
You guys know Moshe Kasher?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Been on At Midnight a bunch. Old comedy friend. Started a podcast called Hound Tall, which is basically they take a single topic and they figure out the mysteries of the universe based on that single topic. So it's like an hour-long chat, and he has a panel of comics, and they learn everything they can possibly learn about a thing in just an hour.
Yeah,
And
so it's different topics every time. And then it's once a month, too.
it's a monthly show. Are you producing that one?
Yeah. I haven't been at any of the live ones. He does them live at UCB. I haven't been at the live ones yet because he did a bunch and then came to us wanting to put it out on Nerdist. But I listened to the first one, which is all about harems with Pete Holmes and Beth Stelling and Jillian Lauren, who wrote a book about her life in a harem.
Oh, yeah.
Do you know, this actually, his podcast reminds me of the In Our Time with Melvin Bragg podcast that I always talk about. But with where people have senses of humor. I mean, Melvin Bragg's podcast is great, but it's dense with information, and no one on it's particularly funny.
Well, you mean that
They're
one
just-
about the atom?
they're
You
just-
didn't laugh a minute, you?
They're just today on In Our Time with Melvin Bragg, we talk about the atom and how many different ways we can parse out what it means, and then it's like a bunch of and then scholars come on. But this is picture that, but probably with dick jokes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
I'm sure that, there's going to be a lot the whole time.
So that's on iTunes now or Nerdist.com.
Yeah.
This episode is Dax Shepard, and I've known Dax forever, ever. And like back, he was a groundling back in the old days, back when I was tinkering around over there when I realized, like, oh, I should just do stand-up.
Oh, really? And that when they'd say, hey, I'm starting a scene, and then you just go like, I have a gun, and everything's on fire, and this woman's having a baby.
Airline travel's weird. So yeah, Dax Shepard's promoting a movie called The Judge. It's in theaters today, October 10th, but such a sweet, hilarious guy. I adore Dax, and I'm so happy for his success. He's such a lovely man, and I am very proud to present to you.
Would you almost say that Here Comes the Judge this Friday? 70s TV reference.
You've been demoted. You're no longer interim Matt.
He'd have liked that. Blaine Capatch would have laughed for sure.
Yes, because it was a reference that took place before 95. Here's Nerds Podcast number 582 with Dax Shepard.
Now entering Nerdist.com.
Oh, wake up, Dax. We're doing a podcast. What happened?
No, still Parenthood? No.
What?
Ellen,
What happened? Did you do Ellen today?
I did Parenthood from 7 till 2, and then I did Ellen, and now I'm here.
How was Ellen? That's a high bar.
It was really good. It was really good.
I hope this goes as well. I hope this goes as well in.
Well, her eyes can't be rivaled. They're really maybe the most iridescent things I've ever looked at.
I just thought you meant she had really good vision, and no one can see
that. I don't know.
They have an eagle eye.
It's probably all show no go. They probably suck as eyes, but God, are they gorgeous?
They're just piercing.
They really are. They're a specific type of blue. It's just.
Did you tell her how you feel? She'd want to know.
I think it seems like something I would. I like to be really forthcoming with my compliments.
How about, are my eyes okay?
They're really nice.
Okay,
Yeah,
good.
they really are.
Well, I mean,
which is a testament to hers that they look better than yours because yours do look very, very
I have nice eyes, but they're not Ellen eyes.
No. Well, who has Ellen's eyes?
Just Ellen, I think.
We hope.
Or whoever's
Especially
on
if
her
she
donor
has
card.
like one of these retinal scan devices, and there's another set out there that are identical.
This one of those, and someone's going to have to carve her eyes out to get into the vault.
Well, no, what we're suggesting is maybe there's another pair out there.
Do you think there's an identical pair of Ellen eyes out there somewhere?
I do.
I don't know if that's how eyes work.
What are we at, 7 billion people?
Yeah, we're roughly.
So even if her eyes are 1 in a billion, there's 6 other pair, right? And no one even uses that compliment as a superlative, 1 in a billion, because that's too much. You say 1 in a million.
1 in a million.
So even if we went to the nth degree and said, you know what, we're going to give her the ultimate compliment, they're 1 in a billion, you're still looking at 6.
Well, I like that you went algebraic with the nth degree, but I think if you factor in for inflation, it should be like 1 in a trillion at this point.
Would be the ultimate compliment.
I think so.
Yes, because the implication should be you're the only one on Earth.
Exactly.
Yeah. So
1 in a million. I mean, it's Los Angeles. It's like, okay, so there's 12 other people here that are just like me.
Not very flattering. No, to be 1 of 12.
Yeah.
Congratulations, you're on a baseball team.
Hey, you're a 12th.
Yeah, exactly.
You're a 12th of something.
Yeah, isn't that great? Hey,
thanks.
meet these 11 other dudes that have the exact same quality you do.
I mean, there's not a lot of you, so that's something. So you're almost special.
And as long as you don't run in the same circles, you're liable
You'll
to
never need to see
unique.
each other.
Right.
Yeah. So we just need to like geo-spread you guys so that you're not.
And that's why we've brought you together, guys, because
We're forming a super team.
and we want everyone to occupy a certain region, a specific region of the city.
I think Ellen will be fine with this plan.
That is the grodiest journal cover I have ever seen.
This is
if
Chewbacca.
indeed that is a journal cover. Oh, it just looks like a fly trap for bacteria.
I gotta tell you something.
It's a shag rug.
This book, which you will sign because it's our guest book, Clive Barker just drew a dick in it.
Come on. You
is
had
pretty
Clive in here?
No, we went to him.
Oh.
Clive just drew a dick, which is great. There's a little guy, basically.
I would have liked him to put the needles from Hellraiser coming out of the shaft of that penis, if I had it my way.
I think that emotionally they're there.
That's true. There is a lot of
You know what
subtext.
else, though?
The pubic hair does look very jagged. And
You know why?
dangerous.
You know why that's not there?
Why?
Because the dick didn't solve the puzzle box. But
Ah.
if the dick solves the puzzle box,
Boom.
then time to play.
Let's all hope that the dick doesn't solve the puzzle box during coitus.
No, that's not the right.
That's
Or
good.
is it? Because that is pleasurable. Supposedly, this is a good book that you're going to be signing. That I'm very excited for you to sign.
Well, with the exception of Clive, it also looks like the artwork is an obtainable goal.
Well, this is
It's
Grant
not
Morrison,
really.
so that's a tough one. He drew a Batman in here, and Jeff Bridges drew Jeff Bridges bowling.
I won't be copying Clive. The only thing I draw is something I invented in 5th grade called ballsack cowboys. And they're a ballsack and penis that look kind of like a horse. And
Okay.
you put a little cowboy on them.
All right.
And yeah.
Those are the Ballsack Cowboys.
One of the few paintings I ever made was the March of the Ballsack Cowboys, and there was about 11 of them coming down the side of a desert scape, like a hill.
So they're 1 in a 12.
Yes, they were. I rounded them up for this painting. They only will be together in this painting.
Just for this one time.
It's a weird painting, too, when you start dating someone. They're kind of either you're moving in together or something, and then there's this painting of the March of the Ballsack Cowboys, that you did when you're 19.
I think it's a litmus test. If the girl
It is.
still decides that she will take her clothes off for you, then you should marry her.
Yeah, which I did.
Good.
Yeah. Which, in fact, I have.
So that worked out.
But it's always like my wife's very into cleaning out the house, particularly now because she's pregnant, so nothing is safe. Toothbrushes. Are we using these? Or do we need these? The front door handle.
We need
Is this
all
a
of those
must?
things. Yeah. You could throw some stuff
They're
away.
essential, actually.
Yeah.
She is slashing prices on everything at the house.
Everything must go.
Absolutely.
Yep.
So knowing that she's that type of gal, she'll be going through a closet and she'll hold up the March of the Ballsack Cowboys and say, "Why are we saving this?"
Because it's unique.
Yeah.
No, that's a baby. That's a baby. Don't throw it away.
Because we have a girl, so it's not even like the 12-year-old boy version of me will eventually want that painting.
Right.
No one's going to want it.
Someday you could auction it off for charity, maybe.
If I get infinitely bigger, yes, maybe one day it'll generate $1,100 for some needy children or something.
And the Ballsack Cowboys ride into
But
town.
I mean, I'd have to really
and save a family.
skyrocket because anything shy of Brad Pitt, no one's buying ball sack.
I feel like there's a lot of room between. I think there's a lot of good steps between you and Brad Pitt.
Not for me. It's binary.
Just that's it.
You're either
that's
Brad
it.
Pitt
It's a 0 or a 1. So he's the 1 and you're the 0 right now.
Absolutely. That's right.
There's a tough scale.
There's stardom, and then there's everything else, and he's in that rarefied air.
But you work all the time. You're working on you work tons.
I do work. I feel like I work pretty often.
You work a lot,
Yeah.
and I think. Were you in the Sunday Company with Andrea Savage? Is that how I met you? Or
Yeah,
were
you
not?
were dating Andrea.
I was dating
Is
Andrea.
Is that private?
No, not at all.
Good.
This was like
I've divulged who I'm married to. So
yeah. So now
I just broke that story.
quid pro quo.
Yeah, you were dating Andrea, and we were not in together. She had been in before me,
okay.
But we were friends through that lengthy
2003.
process.
This was like 2003, I think.
You're one of those guys that's good at that. I know 2 dates.
Okay.
I know 93 I graduated high school and 2000 college. That's it. If it didn't happen in those years,
Then you don't know.
I don't know.
What year did you get married?
Really don't know. Well, last year, so 13.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Nice.
But I won't know that in 3 years when you ask me.
Well, now there's a recording of it, so
I can always consult it. That and I journal. I journal every single morning, and I have for 10 years. So we do. My wife's not very date oriented either. So we'll go like, I think we're coming up on 7 years of dating. Right. When was it? Oh, it was a Red Wings game. Right. When was that? And then I'll have to go in my journal and actually like go through 40 pages to find the day that we. And then we'll write it down, and then both of us forget it 2 months later.
Is it digital journal, pen and paper journal?
Pen and paper. Yeah.
Oh, so it's difficult to. There's no search function for that.
There isn't for
Keyword
Red
search.
Wings, Kristen, which I'm sure I would have misspelled from having first met her. It took me a while to master that, whether it was a K or a
CRY.
Yeah,
W?
I'm a left-handed dyslexic, so you should get a load of this journal. Did you ever see the Crumb documentary?
Oh, of course, yeah.
Remember his older brother's cartoons kind of disseminated into this bizarre hieroglyphic writing?
It's the same thing.
Mine's the big version of that.
Now, let me ask you. Well, and
you know how Leonardo da Vinci he had like the mirror system, so in his journal you had to look at it backwards and upside down to read what he wrote.
Yeah.
This was his thing. I don't even need that. Nobody could possibly read my
So
journal.
in a way, you're better than Da Vinci, I think, is
That
the
was
takeaway.
the short way to say it.
He needed a mirror,
Yes.
and you didn't. You didn't need a mirror.
Yeah, I just write so shitty that you don't need any encoding.
How long were you in Growlings?
For a long time because, well, I do know this. I lied to you just now because I do know that I moved to LA in 96. I moved to Santa Barbara for a year in 95. Then in 96, I moved to LA and I immediately auditioned and got enrolled. Mm-hmm. And then I wasn't in the Sunday Company until, I guess, around 2002 or 3.
It takes that long.
Yes, compounded by the fact that I had gotten into UCLA right when I had been asked to go to the 4th level, and I wasn't foolish enough to try to do those things at the same time. So I also took like a year off. I guess I pushed it. So it took me even longer than normal, which I think even if you're blowing through the program and you're a guy, it's like a 4-year thing.
Right.
Because for girls, it's quicker.
Because spots have to open up.
That's exactly right.
And they don't open up.
I've been told this, and I don't know if this is accurate. I mean, but this is what I was told, that for every 3,000 people that enter the first level there, 4 get into the Sunday Company.
Jesus.
Yeah, that's what I've been told.
Well, that's not even like 1 in 12.
It's not even close.
No.
But yes, Andrea was just a bit ahead of me, and then I met you through her.
Yeah, which was a good group of people.
You're a different person now, as I am a different person. But the guy I met then, do you feel like you're much different?
Of course.
Yeah.
I mean, I think at the core we always feel like ourselves. But when you met me, I was what I refer to as Peter Hardwick, my fat drunk brother.
Okay, right. You were hanging on by a thread, as I recall.
Yes. a thin
By
thread,
the way,
I'd say.
mine was only 1 strand thicker, I think, at that time. But when I see you now and I see like optimism in your face, I go, oh, good. Things really, they worked out.
Andrea, you know, I have to give
Was she
Andrea,
instrumental in that?
She had a lot to do. Like, she was the one that said, you should go see a therapist.
Right.
Because
you have depression.
I'm not telling you that you shouldn't. I'm not saying quit drinking, but I'm saying there's a reason that you do it, and you should figure out what that is.
Right.
I was like, all right, fine.
Yeah.
And then, you know, at a certain point, she was smart and saved herself, and at a certain point was like, I can't deal with you anymore. And I'm like, but I quit drinking like 2 days before we broke up. And she was like, yeah, but I'm done.
48 hours.
And she was such a well-adjusted, healthy person that she was right to do that. And it really helped me. So she was very, very helpful in my recovery.
She's a very smart person.
So fucking smart and funny and awesome.
Sexy. And
yeah.
She was on A House of Lies, the show my wife's on.
Right.
2 seasons ago, so I got to see her a little bit, which was fun.
It's nice when all of
I'm promoting my new project, by the way, which is her.
You're promoting
I'm here
Andrea?
to talk. Yeah, I'm here to talk about Andrea.
Oh, sure, great. So where can we see Andrea? When's she out in theaters?
She's around. She's she drops quite a while ago.
She dropped. She dropped
years ago now.
She's on the streets now. Word on the streets.
Yeah, but it was it's fun when so she's someone I have this great fondness for, and then I didn't even know she was on the show, and then Kristen came home and was like, oh my God, there's the coolest girl is guest starring right now, this girl, Andrea Savage. And I'm like, oh my God, yeah, I super know Andrea Savage.
What do you mean you super know Andrea Savage? No, I mean,
I know her inside and out. No, I mean we had sex.
I mean,
she is so good in that. No, that's not what I mean.
I'm the father of her child. Okay, this is not going well. None of these words are coming out right. Yeah, she's I feel like I've always had to. I always am attracted to super funny like girls who are super. You spot that thing, and I assume the same thing happened to you with Kristen, where